Welcome back to another episode of Secure Tomorrows, where we talk about what happens after the lights, after the cheers, after the last whistle, and how athletes build real legacy outside of the game. Today's guest, my guy, my brother, one of the fastest dudes I know, right, from the University of Notre Dame, my brother himself, Troy Pride Jr., man. Pleasure to have you on, man.
My
Welcome.
guy, I appreciate you, like I said, for having me. And then I'll just add even one thing, because we were the first individuals at the University of Notre Dame to go to the playoffs. So we did that together. You know what I'm saying? That's history.
Okay, great point right there.
That's
Yes,
history.
sir. Give thanks
Gotta
for
let the
adding
people
to it.
know, you know? Gotta let the people know. It's a
Yes,
legendary
sir.
combination.
Yes, sir, for sure, man. Glad to have you. Right, I know I just came into Dallas. I know you've been out here for a little bit of time. How you enjoying it?
I'm just good, man. Truthfully, I've always kind of wanted to be here. I've always felt that this was, where my journey should take me. And God has blessed me with the opportunity to play for the Dallas Cowboys. And like I said, every day I take it, as the only day that exists. So I'm blessed.
It's a blessing indeed. I know Dallas. I know you from the Carolinas, South Carolina.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, and now we in Dallas, Texas. I know it was a little warm when I got off the plane. You know, I'm Midwest. I'm Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So just like the South Bend days, I'm living it still to this day.
Yeah.
But I know from coming from South Carolina, is the weather similar to Dallas or a little bit different?
I would say in Dallas, yeah, it's a little, gets a little humid, gets a little hot, solid, nothing crazy for real. I was in Houston last year and that was terrible. So I'm thankful.
Oh,
that that's
different.
not, like super humid, 100
Okay.
degrees. Like it feels like you're out there in a walking sauna. So
Okay,
thankfully
I ain't
not
know.
that.
Texas is so big, so I ain't know. I would think
Exactly.
Houston and Dallas would be
Nah,
similar.
bro, Houston's crazy.
It's
But
okay.
Dallas is a lot more climate.
Yeah.
I like it. So,
Okay. So man, it's amazing. Man, I know it's been quite some time since we spoke. The last time I spoke, I think we was about to hit a Notre Dame event. I think you had, did you end up going?
was that the spring
I think
game?
it was the spring game. Did you end up going?
Yeah, I was there,
Okay.
man. Like
I
said,
know I got to
was-
make it.
Yeah,
I got to make
I love
it.
to watch those young Irish, man. Like, it's cool because we were obviously in those shoes on that field. Like, I remember stressing before one of the spring games.
Man.
And like, I like the feeling of obviously being back. I know some of those guys. So it's always a good time to get back to Notre Dame for me.
Okay.
But yeah, we got to do it as a group, man. We got, like I said, we got a
We
group
got
thing
to at some point.
that, man,
At some point.
if we all just got together, it'd be dynamite. But
For sure.
We'll
So
work.
we definitely got to work on doing that for sure. But just to kind of rewind it back, man, so congratulations. I know we came out together, right, into the league. So I know you made it there. Let's rewind back to that. How was it when you got your name called? So I know I was an undrafted guy, right? We talk about you being the industry man, right? You actually got drafted. So let's hit on that. How was it on draft day to hear your name being called?
Man, it's crazy. Like, first of all, like, ultimate blessing, ultimate, you
Yeah.
know, what you work for, what you strive for, what you put in, the process for it. Mine was a little difficult because, I knew I wasn't day one. So I was like, that's perfectly fine. Let's have a party. Let's have a good time. Day two I was pretty sure that was it. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty positive. Like, I'm a day two talent. Like I can do everything on the field.
Right.
I'm not with anybody. I can do everything. Just put me in the right system. Let's rock. As the names kept being called, and I remember all 13 dudes that were drafted before me. It just like my heart sank when I realized the third round was done, and it's not supposed to be that way because you should just take it, count it all joy, you know.
Truly.
But it's just like I just felt this overarching like pit of like, dang, why me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shouldn't be the case, but still, like that's what I felt. Was obviously blessed to early on day 3 be drafted by Carolina Panthers, and I was so happy to be able to have my family with me and know that I was going to be back home. But yeah, I think I still kind of have that pit of like, or it's not really a pit, it's more like a chip now.
Got that
it's
chip.
more like you think I wasn't that, like you don't think I'm that. So I think that's what continues to drive me to this day.
No, for sure. Right. So, you a 1%er to make it.
Definitely.
So for you to still have that mindset of I should have even went earlier, right? Just speaks to the athlete and competitor that you are, of course, right? So then when you did make it, I'm sure that meant a lot to your family, right? What did that mean to your family making it?
Man, they were so happy.
Like, I know they was,
Yeah,
I know you
like,
went third day, but I'm sure they
did not
overjoyed.
They care about
Yeah.
nothing. So it was COVID too. I mean, we were obviously the COVID
Right.
class. So they had already set up this like car line to come through the whole
Oh, wow.
neighborhood and like, everybody show their support. They had the local media come through, and he was in the house. Like I said, it was COVID restrictions, so I don't know why he was, but he was there. Like I said, my mom was ecstatic right down the street. She could come up whenever she felt like it. Dad, brothers, it was for them. Nothing else mattered. You know what I'm saying? It was we achieved a goal that obviously my dad too swore that he was good enough to make it, and was able to live vicariously through me in that moment. And man, it was just like I said, it was amazing. Like for my family, they were amazing, and they were the ones that, like I said, kept me to say, hey man, like what are you upset about? So that was one thing I was really happy about.
That's amazing. And I know you just mentioned your father. Let me ask you, was it always a dream of yours to make it to the NFL, or did you have any inspiration, or was it just something that was happenstance?
It absolutely was a dream. I think I told my second or third grade teacher I wanted to play in the NFL.
Wow.
And
you knew early.
Yeah, man. It's not me though. Like this was a God thing. Like I think I said that and it's just because I just started playing football and playing running back. But like I remember like she at the time, I don't remember her name, but she was like, just make sure that you have other things that you also want to do.
Okay.
Like you hear these stories a lot, and it's a smart thing to do because it's only 1% make it.
Yeah.
But I was determined, man. Like I was the kid that was after practice. I was the late nights. I mean, and this continued to go through Notre Dame, through high school, through everything to where, like, man, I chipped away at this goal like my entire life.
Yeah.
So to have it and then to want more, it's like the overarching competition with myself to go be better, go be great, go be a legend, go, leave a legacy, go, all that. So yeah, bro, like I think it was always the goal, and I was always gonna go get it. Yeah,
for sure. And I think you brought up an interesting thing there, right? You had a teacher that's telling you to, hey, make sure you're prepping and make sure you're thinking of a plan B. But the flip side is, I mean, you had an abundant mindset. You wasn't thinking scarcity of if I don't make it. You had a target and an aim, and it's like I'm going for all of it. Absolutely. Right? So it's interesting because I feel like when you make it to that, and correct me if I'm wrong, in order to make it to that professional level, it almost like you got to put all your marbles in that bag, right? You can't necessarily think about plan B and give it that time and attention. You got to invest 100% into your abilities, your resources, everything to get you to where you need to be, right? So do you feel that same way, or do you feel like it was a little different? You was able to do both?
You got to believe it too. Like I think that I set myself up to be able to, be good regardless. But nah, man, that's all I could see. And like this manifestation that a lot of people speak about, like I think it's real just because, hey man, I believe that. Like I believe, okay, like I'm not playing I was playing C team my freshman year of high school where some guys was getting offers to college. And I was like, it doesn't matter, like, I'm gonna be the best C team, and then it's like, whatever. I didn't get my first offer until after my junior year. So then it's like, some people would be stressing at that. Some saying, maybe it's not. But man, it's just like, it was just determined. I always believed it. Like I said, I worked diligently and as hard as I possibly can. And I still do. Just because, that's how I'm wired. I'm a competitor. Like, and if I can't beat myself, if I can't beat who I was the day before, then like, what am I striving for?
Yeah, so that's important. I believe belief is number one. Right? As a man thinketh, so is he. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. You your own thoughts, right? So I think that's super important and valuable, right, when entering this conversation. But then again, let's think about this too, because as I mentioned, only 1% of collegiates make it to the league. Yeah. And from high school to the collegiate level, it's 1% as well. So when you do make it, there's a lot that go into it. I'm going to hit on it first, but first I want to ask you, what was the biggest shock or the biggest difference when you made it to that NFL level that you feel like most people want to know unless you actually in those shoes?
I mean, I feel like each level has, kind of the same requirements. It's like more, like making it to the NFL, everything was faster, everything was stronger, everything was, more intentional, more like, so there was that. Then it was even my jump from high school to college. It was like, no, these plays are totally different than what you're used to. Like, they would just tell me, go play man. Like, whoever the best receiver was, go get him. On offense, you got to post, or you're running the ball and go through the C gap. College now, it's like you got 4 meg. You got, what I'm saying, the makeup of a fire zone.
Fire zone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that. And I'm like bro, like, am I playing cover 3? Like, cover 3 is just get back and,
Yeah.
So, like, it's always more. Like, and I think that sometimes people get lost in the fact that, like, I did something. But then it's like you get to this level and it means nothing. Like, zero.
Yeah.
I got drafted. Who cares?
Yeah.
If you're not actively producing, if you're not actively getting better, if you're not actively striving, you'll get lost. You won't last. And
Truly.
I think, like I said, I have a steadfast mind. I have a steadfast work ethic, and man, I want it. Like, and shoot, I'm late today just by doing extra stuff for my body to make sure I'm feeling better.
Right.
And man, it just takes more. So like each level, there's more that's required.
Right. And I mean, the best investment is the investment in yourself, right? So you got to constantly invest in yourself, whether that's your health, right? All of it. But this is what I want to hit on.
Talk to me.
Right. So, the cast is Secure Tomorrows. So we got to talk about securing your tomorrows, because when you enter into this business space, one of the biggest difference for me going from the collegiate level to the professional was the business side of things. I mean, at the collegiate level, you still got it, right? You got the coaches that are, right, they understand that this is their livelihood too as coaches, so they got to put out the best players, so they're going to act and operate a certain way. But at the professional level, I mean, we contractors now,
Yeah.
so it's
That's a fact.
so people, it gets fluid in the locker room, right? So it's new faces all the time, right? And it's really you at the mercy of injuries, GMs, coaches. It's a lot that goes into it. So I know for you, right, when you made it into the league, right, you did have an injury as well, right?
Correct.
Speak on that a little bit and how that kind of changed the trajectory of kind of your time.
It's crazy. Like I said, you didn't even speak on this because I really haven't at any point. I've seen all levels of the NFL, truthfully. I've seen getting drafted and being the guy and being favored and just they don't want you to fail. Then I've seen getting injured. I tore my ACL. I tore the labrum in my hip. I had to have 2 surgeries for my knee, and it was such a tough experience that I had to go through, and it made me stronger. But also, like, you have to have this mindset of like no quit for real, man. Like, because I have seen it all, and it's tough to deal with that stuff, and you do have to just keep going. Like, that's my thing. So, like, I think, getting back to your question, like, it's tough. Like, just
Tough,
even bringing
truly.
up bringing up that memory was just tough for me. So,
and it's a lot to deal with. First, physically, right? You're dealing with a handicap, right? Something that's physically causing pain and handicapping you to be able to do your abilities, but also it's the emotional piece, and not only that, but it makes you think about what's next for me. So at that moment in time for you, right, what was kind of on your mind in regards to where you were positionally just on the team and just where you was in your career? Where was your mind at?
So, tearing my hip, I was fine. Like, I was like I think I did it in college, truthfully. But, like, like, I could still play, whatever.
Yeah.
But when I tore my knee, man, it was one of the craziest experiences because it's like I play corner.
Yeah.
And truthfully, like, my whole, like we spoke about it earlier.
You got to get to
One of
speed.
the fastest, like,
You got to get
one
to
of the fastest
speed.
people like, and that was a little bit of my identity. It's like speed and just closing speed, fast to this. And like, you just tore your knee. Like, if you go out there with a knee brace, and like, that was one thing. I think that was my motivating factor was like, bro, I will not go on that field if I have to wear a knee brace at corner, because like, it's like a mental hindrance. Like I still could have been fast, I still whatever. But it's like if I have to wear that knee brace to have my knee stable, I don't feel as though I'm performing at the best of my abilities. So man, it was that. Like it was every day I'm working because I'm not going on that field until I don't have to wear a knee brace. And it was very hard because I also got cut in between. So like, you know, I was drafted to a team, and you know, if they see you as damaged goods, that's just how they see you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much you've worked, doesn't matter how much you've done. If that's someone's vision, that's just what happens. So
It's business.
yeah, and you know, that's what it was. So I got cut. I had to do my rehab all myself. And this is one of those make or break moments where it's like, if I was to succumb to my circumstances, like it's tough, man. I already got paid. Like, you know, it's a knee injury. It's gonna take too long. Like, it's easy. It would have been easy to quit.
Yeah.
But that's not who I am. And I did get back without a knee brace. I don't think I've ever worn a knee brace on the field, and I never will. I have gotten back to my speed. I've run 23 miles per hour, maybe today.
Oh, wow. We back to speed.
I have gotten much better technically, and I've continued to work on my game and continue to elevate. I think I'm at the prime of my career. And
Wow.
And like I said, I only want to see myself continue to get better. So saying that is just like, man, it's all about what you want and who you are. And I think I'm built to last.
Wow.
Even through.
Man, strong mindset, man. Adversity either makes weak people weaker or strong people stronger. And I think it's a testament just to your strength and your belief for you to be able to bounce back to where you feel like I'm even better.
1,000%.
I'm even better. Like, speak on that. Where'd that mindset come from? What was it? Was this family? Who helped cultivate and develop the mindset of Troy Pride? Because that everybody don't carry that mindset, but of course, right, it's evident as to why you're here. So,
man, I think it's my family. We were a competitive bunch, like in every aspect. Like I even still compete with my dad right now in bowling because you know he can't race me, he can't play basketball with me, he can't jump with me. Then I had a younger brother who was always kind of looking to me to be that standard. And I always wanted to set the bars too high for him to get to, you know? Like, so it kind of was a internalized thing where I was like, I want to be better than my dad. And then I want my brother to always, you know, like never be able to reach this bar that I'm setting. And then from there, it was like, it wasn't just them anymore. Now it's like, I'm better than you. And I'm going to show you why. Then it's like, you know, oh, who's the best dude out here? Like, who's the fast? Like, I was racing older men at 8 years old. Then it was like I was going to AAU Junior Olympics. And this same, like, it's just like, and I'm just a competitor, so it's like everything. Like, I'm even trying golf right now. It's tough, but I think I'm going to be good at it.
It's that mindset, it's the belief.
So, like, yeah, bro, like, I think that's where it came from, obviously, my family. But then it's just like every opportunity I look for to be the best, I'm going to go do it.
Man, okay, that's deep. Yeah, truly, that's deep. Bro. But yeah, man, let me hit on this. So I had the similar situation, right? My time when I was with the Chargers, my first play of the game, it's crazy. I was actually on kickoff return. The first play of the game, you know, Alohi was with us too. We came in. So we both are setting a double team block, and I end up tearing my calf on a non-contact running back. I remember at that moment in time, I was hurt. Like, I'm on the sideline. I think it was like Joey Bosa. He came in. He was like, bro, you going to be all right. But I'm in my head thinking, I was undrafted, first off. Undrafted, made it to the 53. And this is my first professional game I ever watched. This was my first game, me being on the field. That's and end up tearing my calf. So I know what it feels like in that moment and the type of mindset you got to have to really bounce back. Right, so I think you got a strong mindset. But one thing that I was thinking about was I just made it to the 53 man. I just made it professionally. I got a professional check that time. Like my first week I was on P squad. Second week I was 53. And I seen the difference in the paycheck. But I'm thinking, you know, I mean, we week to week. People see that contract and they be like, okay, they make $1 million base or 600 base, but not knowing that week by week.
Yeah.
That full thing ain't paying out unless you make it there now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
at
at that moment in time, of course I was thinking about identity, everything gets wrapped into it, but financially too, like, dang, like, what's this look like if I don't get another check again? Right. So I wanted to kind of ask you, how have you do you feel like, because I know you had the injury where you ended up getting waived as well, and then I know you was on some teams, right? Do you feel like there was a point in time that you had to start thinking about what's next? And if you did have that moment in time, right, do you kind of know what that would look like if things would stop today? I know you mentioned you was at FTT and stuff like that, but do you got your mind set on if tomorrow is the last day, like I feel like I can still proactively do something that'll be long.
My God, you know what's crazy is getting cut by Carolina was 2022, during OTAs 2022. I spent that entire year at the crib. So and I always related to this. I was staring death into the death of my career in its face. Once again, I have to do my rehab totally by myself. There's no team waiting or watching. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's actively, counting on my rehab other than me.
It's just you.
Yeah, and then the other thing is too, there weren't checks. There wasn't.
Ain't no checks coming in.
I didn't have no back pay. I didn't have no, we're still gonna pay you. No, they cut me, and was like, see ya. So. Yeah, man, I did think about it during that whole year because I had to, it was all right, I got to make sure I have the budget. I got to make sure, this is okay. I got this secured. If I have to do this, I'll do this. Yeah. I had to think of a plan for sure while still keeping the main thing in my main belief. And that's what I did. It was very difficult because once again, man, you're looking at your career and like I said, you're a corner that towards the ACL. Everybody's telling you, hey, dog, the team that just believed in you also turned their back on you. So everybody's telling you it's over.
Yeah.
And the only person that's not is you. And for me, like I said, man, I have the utmost confidence and belief in myself from that moment because, it was all on me. Like I said, girl can't make you get up out of bed and go to rehab. Your mom can't sit up here and call you and give you the motivation. Your dad, funny enough, my dad was telling me, man, you already did everything, you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Reach the pinnacle.
Yeah, and I'm like, dog, I'm not done yet.
It's not over. Yeah, it's not over.
I'm not done yet. I get it. I understand what you're saying. You're trying to keep me at ease. But I have more in store.
Yeah.
So it's it continued to awaken this beast, and but I did, and I think Notre Dame prepared me for that as well, to be able to have those conversations and have those, ideas and things set to where, it's not super scary. And I've even tapped back in more with the alumni network now to continue to reinforce those points. Once again, I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm still out there. But it's hey, if I had this, that would just help supplement, and that would just help, add to it. So I get long-winded sometimes, my dog. You gotta, I said,
no, man. Great information.
Yeah.
A lot of what this is about is securing your tomorrows, because what it's targeting is a lot of athletes, especially us at the Division I level, football year round. It's no time for internships, for work.
Facts.
It's literally year round. So your whole identity gets wrapped into ball. Unfortunately, everybody's not able to make it.
Yeah.
Right. So if it ends right there and it's cut off, it's like, what's next?
Yep.
Right. So you see a lot of guys deactivate their account, or you see many things because they've been awarded, rewarded, accomplished, and now it's over. And that's all that they know. So it's about being able to secure your tomorrow. What are you proactively doing to make sure that when it's all said and done, you still have something that's sustainable, you can still leverage your skill sets and your abilities that you have, but now into business, So that's kind of what I'm trying to highlight and bring the attention to. So one thing that I do want to ask you though, because you got a phenomenal story, right? So now, of course, right, you sat that year, but now you back. Mm-hmm. So you now playing. So I know that you said you are, right, thinking about it more proactively to, it's not how it was before. Like you thinking about it and connecting with the Notre Dame community. I know for them, they push forward. 4 for 40. You get your 4 years, you should be set for the next 40, right? So I know you connecting with them. So how important is it to make sure, like you a vet in the game. You came out when I came out, and you still active today. How important is it just to make sure that you proactively thinking about your tomorrows and making sure that you handling everything?
Man, it's vitally important, to be honest. Like, and it's not this thing of 1 foot in, 1 foot out either. Mm-hmm. We have a full off season to be able to, like you said, like this is not college, this is not year round. You know what I'm saying? Like you have 3 or 4 months where it's like you might not even think about a snap of football. And in that time, like you're still getting better, you're still actively working towards your goal, but it's also like you have other passions that you can pursue, you have other things that you can do. I think you spoke about it earlier, like a lot of guys put their full identity into football. Mm-hmm. And as much as, like I said, that's what it is because it's like so year round, you're not just a football player.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, that was awakened in having the space like Notre Dame. And, they do 4 for 40, 4 for forever. That's the whole thing. Because, you can use football as a platform, but also you can use it to benefit the person you are. And I think that's what I'm doing, man. I am actively, looking to, have things that can bring me cash flow outside of the league, so that I can have a stable income away from football, and even just elevate my own, income. So that's first. We've got a lot of teammates that are doing a lot of good stuff. That former teammates and individuals that want to work with players and that kind of thing. And I think that's a space that I'm looking for. And just getting with the right people with good systems. Like I think that, if you find the right people and they've got a good system, it's very difficult to fail. Just because those are the two things that it all boils down to, regardless. You can have a great friend, but like I said, if they got a bad system, they got a bad organizational way, that business is going to fail. But it's like, when you can merge those two together, when you can do your due diligence and find those two things, more times than not, you'll be successful.
Yeah, it's important. Definitely got to tap in there. So I want to hit on this. So I manage a virtual sales team, right? Mm-hmm. And our company is Globe Life, which is the official life insurance company for the Dallas Cowboys, right? America's team.
Yeah.
Right. So I know we've spoken before just in regards to setting up your plan. Speak on that. Why was it important to you to make sure that you got set up a life insurance plan?
So through the league, you do get, a small policy, but I think it ends 5 years after you finish. And it's vital, man, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. Mm-hmm. As much as you think that you're going to live till 60, 70, 80, that's just not, sometimes it's not God's plan. And for me, man, I couldn't imagine working this hard, this diligently, this long, and leaving this earth and my family not being, fully taken care of. Mm-hmm. Right? I couldn't imagine that. That's because it's some people are doing it for legacy, but what do you, if anything, you should leave this earth and be like, y'all are good. I got this for you. I got this for you. You tap into this. I'm still helping you. I'm still protecting. If you got kids, I got you set up for college at least. Those type of things. Those are the things where it's your legacy lives on because of that. You made your child's life significantly better just by leaving them something, rather than I got a bill. Oh man, we don't know how we're gonna pay for the funeral. And I've seen that.
Yeah,
and it's stressful because it's dang, you passed. I'm sad, and then it's I gotta pay for this. And then how much is the casket? $6,000. It's tombstones $4. Dang, flowers. Sure. Yeah, you only get one set of flowers. You can't even reverence the person because it's dang, them flowers $40. $40 every week.
And most people don't know and understand the cost until they have to, right? Until they dealing with it. right? One of the scriptures it reads, it says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, right? Don't just say his children, it say his children's children. It's generational. And then people might say, what's an inheritance? And another scripture reads that house and riches, house and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord, right? So it's important, right, to make sure that you leaving behind something to the next generation, right, so that they're not, right, starting behind the 8 ball to now I got to take care of mama, I got to take care of G-Ma. It should be the other, like not the other way around, but it should be these things are already taken care of. So now I'm focusing on my children and my children's children. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is vitally important just to make sure, of course, as you just mentioned, it's a lot already to handle and mourn a death. Yeah. It's another thing to have to write out a check for $20,000, $30,000 as well, right? So I think that's.
But I think that also though, like I will commend you in doing this and having this space, because like people don't think about that. It's not an active conversation sometimes that people have,
especially in our community.
Yeah, like, and like I said, just even speak on that for you, just because I mean, this obviously brought you into this space, and this is a passion of yours. So like was it something that you saw, or was it just a situation that you found was like, oh no, this is significant, I need to be a part of this?
Yeah, man. So my situation is unique. So the way that I even got into it was simply because a mentor of mine, DG.
Yeah.
So DG was telling me about life insurance and being able to utilize the cash value and use it while you're still living.
Correct.
And I was wanting to tap into that. So Sean Crawford, right, another one of our teammates, actually connected me with a guy, and he was like, hey, like speak to him about that. And at that moment in time, I wasn't on the team. So I had just got waived, and I was still waiting on that call. So he was like, yo, you can be working with us while you're still training so that you can still have some, I mean, in the league, I mean, your best ability is your availability. If you're not available, they cut you, right? You're not getting paid either. Like, as you mentioned, right? When you cut, them checks is cut. You don't got no money coming in. So he's like, yo, I can get you set up with a plan, but you can be doing this in the meantime until you get back playing, right? Granted, I started playing again, but that's what I was doing in the meantime, right? So that's kind of how I got into the space, and then it was just like the literacy of it all, the education behind it, and be able to bring that to the communities, and then being able to bring it to former athletes. Like, this is a space where you can still build legacy and be able to service others and create a real impact.
Correct.
Right? So that's kind of why I tapped into the space, and I've been doing it and bringing the attention to it.
And I like how you told us that you also got back from that calf injury too, because I'm sure some people thought that was over for you, but you're a competitor.
Yeah, resiliency. Like you got to be able to bounce back, man, for sure.
So that's dope, bro. But like I said, I think that's so important. It's vital. And like I said, you said you were doing this as you were still, actively getting, an opportunity or waiting for an opportunity. Yeah. So I'm sure that there's athletes or people that would, I think even probably try to reach out to you and see how.
No, for sure. So. Right. Join the squad. But other than that, man, amazing conversation, for sure. Right? You can tell that you're super diligent, well thought out, being proactive in your walk, right? And making sure that you're handling things well. Let me ask you, because, you on clear, but it's a lot of, when guys get into the league, 22, 23, young, getting money, it's a lot of distractions that come with that. Correct. Right. So if you could just hit on what are some of the biggest distractions when you make it to that NFL level?
I think the first distraction is the money. Like you're getting these checks, right? And it feels like it's gonna be forever. Like you swear, like, oh my God, if I get this for 10 years, let me go get me a car. I might as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay to have these, trophies, or like that's what I like refer to them as, like, an accomplishment that you accomplished and you get a reward for. You know what I'm saying? Reward yourself. It's okay to do that every so often, but like, don't be distracted by the fact that these checks are rolling in, because once again, like, if you're not available, if you're not this, if you're not healthy, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, it's over. Yeah. It's over, and that's why I think the lifespan of the NFL is 3 years, just because like that third year, if you ain't produced for us, you're gone. And then if you aren't willing and able to humble yourself and be ready to go to a new team and work, your behind off, that's it. Yeah. So first of all is the money. Second thing is bad people around you. I know a lot of people come from impoverished areas. A lot of people come from situations that aren't ideal. But when your circle just begins to be kind of leeches, and this is even a call to individuals that, you know, are around someone that with money, because it's like if you're not actively helping them continue to get more money or adding to what they do on the field to be able to do that, what are you there for? You know, like, and I'm thankful. Like I'm thankful that my people didn't sit up here. Hey, we need this. You know, because it's easy to do that. But then when the money draws up and they're gone, there's nobody there for you. And you're like, dang, I thought y'all loved me. You know, I thought y'all had my, like, I done did. You can't take the car back that you gave, you know what I'm saying, because they driving it. And you know what? It's paid off. So they're not gonna put it back in the shop and give you the money back. So like, have the right people around you. Like that's a big distraction. Like, you know, cause you got your homies and they're like, yeah, bro, let's go turn up on you. Let's go vacation on you.
On you.
So hold up, bro. Like I'm thankful that I got like reciprocal friends too. That like, hey, bro, I got you. Like me and Jalen Elliott, we fight to see, like we make the waiter pick whose card to take. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's for anything and everything. He's actually, we're gonna kick it this summer, and we're having an argument about like renting this car because I wanted to rent it. He said he already rent. So it's like that. Like when you got good people around you, when you got people that are adding something to you, like that's what you're looking for. Whereas, you know, someone's just there to take. Got to make a tough decision because that's a big distraction, man. Like, I need a car. I need this. I need my rent paid. Yeah. Like, you come to me and your rent 6 months late. What you was doing for 6 months? Yeah. Like, I'm willing to help you for a month to keep you on your feet, but it's like, dang, you just was irresponsible, and now I'm supposed to bail you out. Yeah, right. It's like the shot clock at 2. You throw me the ball at half court. I can shoot, but dang, like I'm not trying to shoot this shot, you know. So that's the other thing, bro. I would say the money and the glitz and glamour of it, and then just people, bro. If you can change those things, you know, you'll set yourself up for success.
Not truly, and I think that's something you got to prepare for, right? Especially getting into the NFL, it's a lot of, you know, thoughts about it. Like they got a lot of money, they got everything, but being able to prep for family, friends, they wants, and how they perceive you to be able to have endless amount of money and a certain type of entitlement to it as well. Like he made $1 million, $2 million over the course of time. Well, I should be able to get 10. You should get 10. Like, they get the counting with a certain type of entitlement. So I think it's important that you brought that point up because it's like you can't just be full, never contribute. And then when it's gone, it's like
you high and dry. You gone.
You
gone too. And it's like the other thing too, man. For anybody out there, if y'all see an athlete's contract, more times than not, cut it in half. Like taxes are real. Like don't think that money is just sitting right there on the desk for them, just like that.
Lump sum here.
Come on, dog. Look, man, you might lose half that check immediately just from Uncle Sam. Then from there, you got an agent fee. I don't know. Some agents be charging 3%, 4%, 5%. You know, maybe not that much, but still, like, got that. Then it's like whatever expenses you got, a house that you just bought. Like, y'all thinking this money just forever, and you don't realize, like I said, you just trying to get a piece of the pie, but the pie was cut in half already.
It was already cut.
You know, like it was already cut.
For sure.
So, like, yeah, man, like that's a real thing. Like contracts, everything you see, you go Google it, but it's wrong. It's dead wrong. So, like, don't fool yourself into even thinking.
I think that's important just for family and friends and people that surrounding athletes, right? To, you know, you got to properly handle that, right? You can't be entitled to it. And, I mean, you worked, you toiled for it. That's your reward, right? So I think, it's good and important to make sure that you teach. And I think the facilities, I know when I was with the Chargers, they prepped us and told us how to have those conversations. But, I mean, it's tough still. At the end of the day, you're dealing with family and friends. Yeah. Right? But another question I want to hit on, right? Really, for you, at the position that you made it, right, of course, there's youth, there's young, well, women maybe in their sports and their aspirations, but young men that's looking at you from a distance. They might just be just now starting out. What would you say to the youth, right? Because all the time they just want to know, what's the secret sauce? What's the blueprint on how I can make it to the NFL? That's what they want. Whatever their reason might be, they want to make it to the NFL and be in the shoes that you were in. What would you tell them? What's the blueprint? What's the secret sauce? Or what would you tell them that they need to do day in, day out to make it to the position you're in?
I wish I had like a specific answer. Like my first thing would be God, because I mean, truthfully, bro, like a lot of everything I've gotten was just the blessings directly from the heavens. Truthfully. Now, for me, I can only see hard work as the main basis of anything. Like that's the standard. If you're not actively trying to outwork somebody, if you're not and I'm not just talking about activity over achievement. That's the other thing. Don't mistake activity for achievement. Yeah. Like you can be working hard. I can go lift 300 pounds right now, but is that helping me backpedal better? Yeah. Probably not. So like it's hard work, but diligent hard work, intentional hard work. Being smart. And then it's, man, you've literally got to believe it, like fully into your being, you know. Some of the best players, like, I mean, for me, my inspiration was Kobe Bryant. You know, like hooping, greatness, but it's like hard work greatness, like diligent, like the times that people don't want to, like whenever my mind gives me a thought of like, oh, I don't really want to go today, that's my favorite time to work, because it's like, this is where I actually get better. Like I'm sore today, I have every reason not to go, but let's do it. Like, and let's do it fun. Like let's have a great spirit with it, because it's like, man, that's where I'll push through that obstacle. I'll push through that hurdle. Now where's the next one? Yeah. And then you finally, I got through that one too. Now where's the next one? Now you've created this, like this race that you're so much stronger for, because now, you know, your opponent might stop at that first one. Oh man, I'm already tired in the first quarter, man. It's gonna be a bad game. Nah, like I love it. I'm tired, yes. Now it's time to, like I used to, pre-draft, I used to run a mile before I did any workouts. I don't think I knew just that. So I could be as tired as possible, because I knew that when I get tired, I was getting sloppy. So I want to be tired to start this workout so that I can still be locked in. Like, and I can still be, you know, tight with my back pedal. I can still be ready to break. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm looking sloppy when I'm tired, that's going to keep happening. So until you work it, you know, you're not going to jump over that hurdle. Yeah. So that's what I would give to them. Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously a resource. Like I said, I'd love to pour into the youth, and like I said, try to make their lives better in any way I can. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'll be my start, man. Yeah, work thanks hard for that. Thank God.
When you brought that up, I don't think a lot of people had that mindset, but it brought me back to Coach Lee. Coach Lee used to always say, "Embrace the suck," right? So in that moment, you attacking adversity, right? Yeah, when I got that moment of weakness, when I feel like I don't want to, or I feel like I'm tired, you attacking it, right? And I don't think a lot of people operate that way, and that's good game right there. That's good game for the youth.
And it's changing your perspective, dog. Like, I'm telling you, if you go into it and say, I can't, you won't. If I'm tired today, then you're going to look tired. Yeah. Man, but if you go after it, man, you say, forget it, I'm tired, and that's great. Let's go. Let's see how much I can do today. And if I die, if my legs give out, then, we'll work on that. We'll work on getting more conditioned later. But it's like, come on, man, go for it. Like I said, Coach Lee spoke on a great leader for us. Leader. I mean,
embrace the suck.
Coach Bayless, great leaders. Like, I learned to run through walls when we were doing leg press on command, and we had no clue how many reps we had.
Man, most don't know about that.
Like some people think it was 50, could have been 70 reps, just leg pressing on a whistle. Like that gives you that edge. That gives you, I guess that's why we were the first team ever in Notre Dame history to go to the playoffs. Should have won it. But they're winning this year because of our foundation. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's what I see.
Well, all right, brother. Well, give thanks for hopping on. One of the questions, right, that we asked with the show is, are you ready for when if when was tomorrow? Right? So if you could give answer to that, just for the secure tomorrows, what would your tomorrow be, right, if it was over today?
I mean, I would, truthfully, whatever it is, I would attack it. Like, you know, if that's, once again, I mean, I think I've done a good job with the Notre Dame Connect, one. So I would obviously reach back out to, you know, my great friends there. But then two, like, if it's a corporate job, I'm going to be the best boss or best whatever. if it's an entrepreneurship area, I want to go be bigger than Nike. I want to go be bigger than, you know, if it's investing, best investor, you know. So, like, that's just kind of how I'm wired. And I don't see myself being mediocre or average at anything.
At all,
like, it's go like, and it's not super like crazy risks either. It's I'm going to figure out how to be great in this avenue, in this space.
Man.
Like, if I have to go to class, if I have to go back to school, if it's, you know, well, I'm gonna come back, you know, whatever. So, like, that would, if I'm ready for win, I don't think win's ready for me. Win is ready for me, dog.
Yes, sir,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? So
give thanks.
Blessings, for sure.
Blessing, man. Give thanks, man. This is what Secure Tomorrow is about, being able to open up these conversations and give game, right? Give game to the youth. I mean, a testament for you with your resiliency, your mindset is impeccable, right? And your belief. I think that's super important for the youth to be able to continue on. So give thanks for hopping on.
My guy, appreciate it.
Nothing's gonna stop me.